Think about this for a second. Most of the technology we use every single day, GPS, computers, the internet, satellites, even a phone in your hand, didn't magically appear because humanity wanted more convenience. No. Almost all of it came from one of the most tense, dangerous, and competitive eras in history. Today, we're talking about how the Cold War accidentally created the modern world. A period full of fear, pressure, and rivalry, but one that pushed technology forward faster than ever before. Welcome to TechTime Histories, where we break down how the past still shapes our future. Right after World War II, the world basically split into two giant teams. The United States and the Soviet Union. Both sides were terrified of each other. Both wanted to be number one. And both believed that whoever controlled technology would control the future. So instead of fighting directly, they went into this silent competition, a battle of ideas, inventions, science, and engineering. Governments poured billions into labs, universities, secret projects, not to make life easier, but to build power. And without realizing it, they were building our future. One of the biggest turning points was the space race. It all began in 1957 when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the first satellite ever. This freaked the United States out. People thought, if they can send this thing into space, what else can they send? So suddenly, both sides started investing in everything related to space. Rockets, satellites, communication systems, navigation, materials, computers, physics research, engineering teams working day and night. They weren't trying to make Google Maps. But guess what happened? All of this work evolved into GPS, satellite TV, space communication, weather forecasting, Earth imaging, modern rockets, global internet systems. So yeah, a competition to reach the moon ended up creating the technology we use to check the weather every morning. Let's talk about GPS for a moment. GPS wasn't designed for maps. It wasn't for travel or deliveries. It wasn't for everyday people at all. It was created so the U.S. Navy could track nuclear submarines during the Cold War. Submarines carried missiles capable of destroying cities. They had to know their exact location at all times, even underwater. So American scientists came up with this idea. If satellites constantly circle the Earth, they could tell submarines exactly where they are. That idea became GPS. After the Cold War ended, they opened it to the public. Now GPS runs Uber, Google Maps, airline routes, shipping companies, farming equipment, emergency services, food delivery. Every smartphone on Earth, something designed for nuclear war, became the thing that helps you find the nearest coffee shop. This one is wild. Modern computers, laptops, phones, tablets, wouldn't exist without the Cold War. Governments needed machines that could predict missile paths, simulate explosions, crack enemy codes, process satellite data, analyze radar, track aircraft, handle secure communication, store massive amounts of intelligence. So the U.S. Department of Defense started funding early microchips, computer networks, programming languages, mainframe computers, data processing systems, encryption methods, and ARPANET, the original version of the Internet. Yes, the Internet you're using to watch this video was originally a Cold War project designed to keep communication alive during a nuclear attack. Spying during the Cold War wasn't like the movies. It was a massive technology race. Both sides built spy satellites, high-altitude planes, long-distance cameras, early drones, infrared sensors, night vision, microphones, signal interceptors, hidden recording devices, thermal imaging equipment. And guess what? Most of these became the everyday technologies we rely on now. Smartphone cameras, Google Earth, home security systems, drones, infrared sensors in phones, night vision gear, action cameras, thermal cameras. Surveillance tech built for espionage, now films your vacations. During the Cold War, communication was everything. One mistake, one lost connection, one wrong signal, could start a disaster. So the US built ARPANET, a network designed to survive even if part of it was destroyed. This simple idea, splitting information into small packets, became the foundation of email, Wi-Fi, social media, video calls, cloud computing, streaming, online gaming, the entire Internet. We owe our online world to scientists trying to avoid a war. Transistors and microchips, the tiny components inside your phone, also came from Cold War pressure. The military needed electronics that were smaller, faster, lighter, more reliable, more powerful. So they poured money into microchip research. This funding didn't just make better computers. It created Silicon Valley itself. Companies like Intel, Fairchild, Texas Instruments, all grew because of Cold War contracts. No Cold War equals no microchips, no smartphones, no laptops, no gaming, no Apple, no Google, no Microsoft as we know them today. Crazy, right? So here's the strange part. The Cold War was dangerous, stressful, and full of fear. But it also gave us computers, satellites, GPS, microchips, the Internet, drones, encryption, robotics, advanced materials, space travel. A world built out of rivalry became the world that connects us today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Cold War's impact on modern technology, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more stories like this. And next week, we're jumping into another huge topic. The rise of the Internet, from ARPANET to the digital age. See you in the next episode.